Attacks against the elderly, mostly by their own grandchildren and those that they are looking after, as well as criminals in the society, has become a great concern. Most parents have resorted to leave their children with their grandparents, mostly without any other support, and elderly's pension is the dependence by these young ones. While being supported by these elders, some children turn against them, taking their pensions by force.
Pensioners are being threatened and abused over their grants. In some instances, some are even assaulted physically and or are threatened with death if they don't hand over their monthly payouts to younger relatives whom they are taking care of. There are also cases where the older persons themselves abuse the money, using these grants for alcohol and gambling, causing them to stay without the basic needs.
Dr. Muinyangwe further complained about some vendors who rushed to pensioners' pay points and appealed for a number of measures to guard against scavenging on the elders. Opposition MPs supported the motion and called on government to come up with the stiffer punishment to the perpetrators.
Let me start with where this problem starts. We are talking about children abusing their parents. Let's start with the pay points where our senior citizens are getting their monthly pay. There's no chairs, it's just under the sun. There is not even a roof for them. And this is where the abuse starts. They're the people who are getting these tenders to distribute this money on a monthly basis are abusing our people right from the start there.
I still believe that government has got a role to play in trying to address this matter. It cannot just be something that will be pushed to society and what have you. Because first and foremost, when one initiates an intervention, there is something called planning and impact analysis. What is the impact of a thing that I've done to an individual?
However, Swapo Party MPs acknowledged the phenomena and called for societal involvement in addressing the problem.
It's grants that is received by many other categories, but in all aspects and in all these categories, there is abuse. And that's why I am looking at it as rather a psychosocial problem that talks to us as a nation. Are we a caring nation? Because government cannot regulate us at the household level.
Abuse of this nature, where vulnerable groups in society are being abused by their most closest family members, should be a concern of social decay. And that's where really we say law cannot, nothing can end with, not everything can start and end with law. And that is why with the solutions proposed around education, maybe even financial literacy for the elderly, and strengthening our structures and systems in societies, our community, our sense of community, and ensuring that every person who considers themselves a leader in a community should take responsibility for the most vulnerable.
Debate on the motion continues in the House. Jeff Tashihomino, NBC News, Windhoek.